This is Jeff Crosby with the Central District Fishing Report. Fishing across the district is somewhat slow. Water temperatures are running in the low to mid 40s at many of our area lakes across the district. A few largemouth bass and crappie are being caught at several of our area lakes. For bass, you want to try jerk baits or crank baits. For open water suspended fish, or you may even want to try a pig and jig combination. Fish slow around brush piles or fallen trees. Crappie are generally caught this time of year in open water, suspending in schools. These fish can be found in 10 to 20 foot of water. You'll want to fish live minnows or crappie jigs to catch a few of these fish. And finally, don't forget about your local Fins Lake in your area. Many of these have been stocked recently with trout. So check out the department's website at fw.ky.gov for a complete list of Fins Lakes in your area. These trout can be caught on anything from small spinners or small crankbaits to catch a few of these fish. So grab a pole and enjoy some wintertime fishing. Remember to protect yourself from cold weather conditions.
This is Tom with your fishing report from the Northeast. Fishing opportunities are going to be pretty limited for us around the area with weather and some higher water conditions. For example, Ohio River fishing is going to be extremely limited due to high water conditions, namely behind the Greenup Lock and Dam, but also further downriver. So if you're planning on heading up there, might be tough going. Similarly, Cave Run Lake is well over summer pool levels, and the discharge into the Cave Run Lake tailwaters is also heavy. This is going to limit your fishing opportunities as well. You'd likely scratch out a few crappie in the upper reaches of the lake, and if you can get to some backwaters or some eddy areas in the Licking River tailwaters, you will have some luck there. Best chance to catch fish is the fairly normal and stable water of Grayson Lake. I've had some reports coming out on crappie. Not much size to them, but plenty of fish for a fun day, as is typically the case for Grayson. Bruin and Structure are your two best bets. That's what you're looking for. Lastly, seen a bunch of folks up at Greenbow Lake fishing for the trout that have been stocked in there. Remember, we've changed that stocking to include brown trout, which have a different regulation than the rainbows. There's no size limit on the rainbows, and you can keep 8, but the brown trout have to be at least 16 inches, and you can only keep 1. So make sure you keep an eye on those creels. That should do it for us. Stay safe and good luck.
This is Adam Martin with your Western District Fishing Report. Heavy rains and rising waters will create some interesting fishing conditions at Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley. We're getting lots of reports of crappie limits being caught in the Jonathan Creek area by anglers fishing deep brush piles. However, with rising waters comes new opportunities for these fish to explore the newly flooded food resources in the shallower waters. Expect water clarity to be stained, so you'll want to use your graphs to pinpoint the depths or exact locations of the fish in order to ensure that the fish are actually noticing your bait. Bass fishing has also been pretty good for the past couple of weeks with the mild temperatures we've been having. Water temps have been hovering around 50, which is still high enough to keep these bass from becoming too lethargic. While some anglers have been reporting a good shallow bite, the majority are being caught on A-rigs in deeper water. However, high discharge and higher than normal water levels will likely change this pattern and result in more bass orienting to woody cover or even docks. Tailwaters are virtually unfishable now due to high discharge and elevation. The recent flooding has also increased the amount of debris and floating logs in the lakes right now. It's not terrible for the moment, but it still warrants some caution from boaters who want to preserve their lower units and their lives. If you decide to head out on the water, please remember to wear your life jackets and kill switches. Good luck.